There are two haircuts that come up in almost every single conversation about hair after 60, the pixie and the bob, and here's something genuinely surprising, most women choose between them for completely the wrong reason. They pick based on which one looks better on a stranger in a magazine, or which one their best friend has, rather than which one actually works with their own face shape, hair texture, and daily routine. And that one mistake is exactly why so many women end up unhappy with a haircut that should have looked wonderful on them. Today I'm walking you through exactly how to know with real certainty which one of these two iconic cuts is genuinely right for you, and by the end of this video you're going to know exactly what to say at your next salon appointment, without a single ounce of guesswork left. Stick around until the middle of the video especially, where I'll walk you through a simple face shape test you can literally do right now with your own hands, and stay until the end for a bonus section on the one factor almost nobody considers, but honestly matters more than anything else on this list. Hey there and welcome back to Ageless Style Secrets, the channel dedicated to helping women over 60 look polished, current, and completely confident, without needing an expensive stylist or a wardrobe budget that keeps you up at night. If you're new here, welcome. I'm genuinely glad you found this video because this exact question, pixie or bob, might be the single most common one this channel receives, and today we're finally settling it properly with real practical detail rather than vague generalities. And if you're already part of this community, welcome back, get comfortable because by the end of this video you'll have your answer. Before we dive in, if this is your first time here, please subscribe before we continue. This channel is built specifically for practical, honest beauty and style advice for women exactly like you, and you won't want to miss what we cover next. If you're already finding this valuable, go ahead and tap that like button, and drop a comment letting me know which one you're currently leaning toward, pixie or bob. Before we even get started, I want to see how everyone's instincts compare to what we cover today. Alright, let's get into exactly how to figure this out. Part 1. Why this decision feels so overwhelming. Before we get into the actual comparison, let's talk about why this specific decision feels so much harder than it probably should. Both the pixie and the bob are genuinely wonderful cuts. Both have decades of proven track records for looking elegant and current on women over 60. And both can be executed beautifully or poorly depending entirely on the specific details we're about to walk through. The overwhelm usually comes from trying to make this decision purely based on general appeal rather than personal fit. Here's the truth, there is no universally superior option between these two cuts. A stunning pixie on one woman might look completely wrong on another woman with a different face shape or hair texture, and the exact same is true in reverse for the bob. This isn't about one cut being more flattering or more youthful than the other in general. It's entirely about matching the right cut to your own specific features and lifestyle. So rather than asking which one is better, the real question we need to answer is, which one is better for me specifically? And that's exactly what we're going to work through together, one factor at a time. Part 2, face shape, the first and most important factor. Let's start with the factor that matters most, face shape, because both cuts interact with the face very differently. And getting this wrong is usually where haircut disappointment begins. Here's a simple way to check your own face shape right now. Pull your hair back away from your face, look straight into a mirror, and trace the outline of your face with a dry erase marker or simply with your finger, tracking the outline you see reflected back at you. If your face is roughly the same width at the forehead, cheekbones, and jaw with soft, rounded edges rather than sharp angles, you likely have a round face shape. If your jawline is noticeably more angular and roughly equal in width to your forehead, you likely have a square face shape. If your face is longer than it is wide with a narrower chin, you likely have an oval or elongated face shape. And if your forehead is notably wider than your jawline, tapering down to a narrower chin, you likely have a heart-shaped face. Now here's how this connects to our two haircuts. A pixie cut, particularly one with volume built specifically at the crown, tends to elongate the face beautifully, since it draws the eye vertically upward rather than horizontally outward. This makes a pixie a genuinely wonderful option for round or square face shapes, since it helps balance and lengthen a face that might otherwise appear wider through the horizontal plane. For oval or already elongated face shapes, a pixie can still work beautifully, but it's worth ensuring the crown volume isn't overly exaggerated, since an already long face doesn't necessarily need additional vertical lengthening. A bob, on the other hand, particularly one that hits right around the jawline, tends to add width and horizontal balance to the lower half of the face. This makes a bob a wonderful option for oval or heart-shaped faces, since it gently widens the visual appearance of the jaw area. creating better proportion for a face that might otherwise appear to taper too sharply toward the chin. For round or square face shapes, a bob still absolutely can work, but the specific length and layering become much more important considerations, which we'll cover shortly. Part 3, Hair Texture and Density, the second major factor. Face shape is important, but hair texture and density genuinely matter just as much. And this is where a lot of women run into unexpected disappointment, choosing a cut that looks stunning on someone with completely different hair texture than their own. Let's walk through how texture interacts with each cut. For naturally straight, fine hair, a pixie cut, specifically one with soft layering at the crown, tends to work beautifully because it creates the illusion of thickness and volume that straight, fine hair often lacks on its own. A bob on fine, straight hair can sometimes fall a bit flat, particularly at longer lengths, since there's simply less natural texture to create movement and body throughout the day, though a shorter, chin-length bob with subtle layering can still work wonderfully with the right blow-drying technique. For naturally wavy or curly hair, both cuts can genuinely work beautifully, but the pixie tends to require slightly more consideration, since curl pattern significantly affects how a pixie sits and shapes itself around the head. A pixie on curlier hair can look absolutely stunning, full of natural texture and movement, but it does require working closely with a stylist experienced in cutting curly hair specifically, since curl shrinkage means the cut needs to account for how much shorter the hair will appear once it's dry compared to when it's cut wet. A bob on wavy or curly hair tends to be slightly more forgiving in this regard, since the additional length gives the natural wave or curl pattern more room to relax and show its true shape. For thicker, coarser hair, a bob generally offers more built-in versatility, since the added length and weight help naturally control and shape thicker hair without requiring excessive layering to reduce bulk. A pixie on very thick, coarse hair can work, but often requires more aggressive layering and thinning to prevent the cut from appearing overly bulky or triangular in shape, which means more frequent salon visits to maintain that shape properly as the hair grows. Part 4. Maintenance and styling time, the practical reality. Here's where we get into genuinely practical territory, because how much time and effort you're realistically willing to invest in daily styling matters enormously in this decision, arguably as much as how the cut looks the day you leave the salon. A pixie cut, once properly cut with the right shape for your face and texture, is often the faster cut for daily styling. Many women find they can wash, apply a small amount of product, and be ready in under 5 minutes most mornings, since there's simply less hair to manage overall. However, pixies do require more frequent trims to maintain their shape, typically every 4 to 6 weeks, since even a small amount of growth can noticeably change how the cut sits and looks, particularly around the ears and neckline. A bob offers a bit more flexibility in styling time. It can be worn straight and sleek with a slightly longer blow-dry routine, or embraced with natural texture for a faster, more relaxed morning routine, giving you genuine choice depending on your schedule that particular day. Bobs also tend to require slightly less frequent trims, often every 8 to 10 weeks, since the longer length means growth is less immediately noticeable in the overall shape of the cut. If your mornings are typically rushed, and you genuinely want the fastest possible styling routine, the pixie often wins this specific category. If you'd prefer fewer salon visits overall and want more flexibility in how you style your hair day to day, the bob often has the advantage here instead. Okay, quick pause here because I want to know something specific. Based on what we've covered so far, face shape, hair texture, and maintenance, which cut is starting to feel like the better fit for you personally? Drop pixie or bob in the comments, and if you're still genuinely torn, that's completely fine too. Just say still deciding. We've got more factors coming up that might help clarify things further. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a wonderful time because we cover exactly this kind of detailed, practical beauty and style advice every single week. The kind of real information that actually helps you make confident decisions rather than just adding to the overwhelm. After subscribing, go ahead and tap that like button too. It truly helps this video reach more women who are facing this exact same decision this week. Alright, let's keep going because there are several more factors worth considering. Part 5. How each cut ages over the weeks between appointments. Here's a factor that rarely gets discussed but genuinely matters. How gracefully each cut grows out and changes in the weeks leading up to your next salon appointment. This affects not just your appearance, but also your overall satisfaction with the haircut throughout its entire life cycle, not just on the day you first receive it. A pixie cut tends to go through a slightly more noticeable transition as it grows, since the proportion between the crown, sides, and back shifts relatively quickly with even small amounts of new growth. Many women find the 2 to 3 weeks right before their next scheduled trim can feel a bit frustrating, as the shape softens and sometimes loses some of its original definition. This is simply the nature of very short cuts, and it's worth going into a pixie with realistic expectations about this cycle, rather than being caught off guard by it partway through. A bob tends to grow out more gracefully overall, particularly styles with some layering built in, since the longer length provides a bit more buffer before the overall proportion of the cut starts to look noticeably different. Many women find a well-cut bob still looks intentional and put together even 6 or 7 weeks after their last appointment, simply with slightly softer edges than it had on day one. If you tend to stretch out your salon appointments longer than originally scheduled, whether due to budget, scheduling, or simply life getting busy, the bob's more forgiving growth pattern might make it the more practical choice for your specific lifestyle. Part 6. The psychological and confidence factor. Here's something worth genuinely sitting with for a moment, because it matters more than most style guides ever acknowledge: how a haircut makes you feel emotionally, separate entirely from how it objectively looks on paper based on face shape charts and texture guides. Some women feel an immediate surge of confidence and lightness with a pixie cut, a sense of boldness and simplicity that feels genuinely freeing, almost like shedding excess weight both literally and figuratively. For these women, even if a bob might technically be the more textbook flattering choice based on face shape alone, the confidence boost from a pixie often translates into how they carry themselves throughout the day, which can visually outweigh any minor technical consideration from a chart. Other women feel most like themselves with hair they can still gather back, tuck behind an ear, or style in slightly different ways depending on the day and occasion, something a bob provides that a pixie simply cannot offer in quite the same way. For these women, that sense of versatility and familiarity contributes enormously to daily confidence, regardless of which cut might be marginally more flattering on a technical level. This is genuinely one of the most important factors in this entire decision, and it's the one most style guides skip over entirely in favor of purely technical face shape and texture analysis. Take a genuine moment to consider which cut you felt drawn to over the years, even before considering all this technical information, because that instinct is telling you something real and valuable about your own relationship with your hair and your sense of self. Part 7. Special considerations for thinning hair. This is a topic we've touched on briefly in previous videos, but it deserves real attention here specifically, since hair naturally becomes finer for many women over 60, and this factor genuinely influences which cut will look and feel best. For hair that's noticeably thinning, particularly at the crown, a well-executed pixie with soft volume built specifically into that crown area can be remarkably effective at creating the visual illusion of fullness and density, since there's simply less hair length for gravity to pull down and flatten throughout the day. This is part of why so many stylists specifically recommend pixies for women experiencing more significant thinning. It's not about hiding anything. It's about genuinely working with the hair's current texture and density to create the most flattering possible result. A bob can also work beautifully with thinning hair, but it does require more strategic layering, and often benefits from added texture through subtle coloring techniques to create the illusion of depth and dimension that finer, straighter hair sometimes lacks on its own at longer lengths. If you choose a bob with thinning hair, working closely with your stylist on the exact weight and layering distribution becomes even more important than it might be with thicker hair, since there's less natural volume to work with as a foundation. Part 8. A simple decision framework to help you choose. Let's bring all of this together into something genuinely practical you can use right now. If you have a round or square face shape, fine to medium hair texture, thinning at the crown, a busy schedule with limited time for daily styling, and you're drawn to the idea of something bold and freeing, the pixie is very likely your answer. If you have an oval or heart-shaped face, thicker or wavier hair texture, a preference for versatility in daily styling, less frequent salon visits, and you feel most like yourself with hair you can still gather, tuck, or adjust throughout the day, the bob is very likely your answer. And if you're finding yourself genuinely torn between the two even after walking through all of this, here's a practical suggestion. Many women choose a transitional length first, a longer textured bob that sits just above the shoulder, before committing to either extreme. This gives you the opportunity to genuinely experience shorter hair, and how it feels day to day, without fully committing to the most dramatic version of either cut right away. From there, you can decide with real lived experience whether you want to go shorter toward a true pixie, or maintain that length as your genuine long-term bob. Alright, one more quick pause before we get into our final bonus section, because I want to know if this framework has genuinely helped clarify things for you. Drop a comment letting me know which cut you're now leaning toward, and if that transitional bob idea appeals to you as a first step, let me know that too. I'd love to know how many of you are considering that middle ground option. And if this video is giving you real value, please take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already. This channel exists specifically to help you make these exact kinds of confident, informed decisions about your appearance every single week. Like this video too, it genuinely helps more women facing this same decision find this information. Okay, let's move into our final bonus section, the one factor almost nobody considers, but genuinely matters more than anything else we've covered. Bonus section. Your stylist-specific expertise. Here's the factor I promised you at the very beginning, and it's honestly one that gets overlooked constantly in almost every single haircut comparison guide that exists. Not every stylist has equal expertise in both of these cuts. Some stylists genuinely specialize in and excel at precision pixie cutting, while others have built their entire reputation around bob cutting and its many variations. Before committing to either cut, it's genuinely worth asking your specific stylist directly which of the two they feel more confident and experienced executing, and even looking through their portfolio or social media specifically for examples of that particular cut on other clients with a similar hair texture to your own. A technically perfect pixie cut and a technically perfect bob cut both require genuinely different scissor techniques and structural understanding, and a stylist who's phenomenal at one isn't automatically equally skilled at the other. The same way a doctor specializing in one area of medicine isn't automatically an expert in every other specialty as well. This single consideration can genuinely make the difference between a beautifully executed version of either cut and a technically correct but poorly executed version that doesn't quite capture what we've walked through in this entire video. If your regular stylist is honest that their strength lies more in one direction than the other, it's completely reasonable to seek out a specialist for this particular appointment, even if it's someone new to you, simply for this one important transition. Closing. So there you have it, a genuine, detailed framework for choosing between a pixie and a bob after 60, based on your specific face shape, your hair texture and density, your realistic maintenance preferences, how gracefully each cut grows out between appointments, the psychological and confidence factor that matters more than any chart, special considerations for thinning hair, and finally, your stylist's own specific expertise. This was never really a question of which cut is objectively better. It was always about which one is better specifically for you. If this video helped you walk away with genuine clarity on this decision today, that's exactly why we create videos like this every single week. So here's what I'm asking. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, so you never miss a new video the moment it goes live. After that, give this video a thumbs up if you finally landed on your answer, and drop a comment telling me which one you're going with, pixie or bob. Share this with a friend who's been going back and forth on this exact same decision. She'll genuinely thank you for it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video.